This fucking. I can't believe it. I'm actually live. I did it. I did it. Probably gonna wait until there's like a person here. But like, my god. I can't believe it. I'm actually live. First time I've gone live. Oh, that's just my phone. Hang on. There we go. Now that I've made this, well, yeah. I still can't believe it. I'm live. Anyways, let's see. I just gotta go to Wattpad real quick. Anyways, despite the fact that literally no one's here, let's get on with it. As promised, a gay fanfiction. So, I'm just trying to get someone, as my moderator. There's no one here. But anyways, so don't mind my not fun background or my poopy attire. I'm talking to nothing, no one, but I don't care because I'm just gonna. Anyway, Mr. Planet's Argo fanfic. Anyways, so Mr. Planet's Argo fanfic. So, let me just put that in. Now, there's a lovely selection here. This one just says Mr. Planet's Argos. This one's called Obsession. This one is a one-shots book. So one's called Hidden Voice. This one's called His Emotional Support Boyfriend. This one's actually a really good one. I like this one. But which one do you want? One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, or 4. Oh, the hang on. Which one was this again? 2 is a Omegaverse fanfic. Just keep that in mind. Um. Uh. So yeah, just keep in mind. Number 2 is an Omegaverse fanfic. Um. 3 is one shots, and then 4. Um. 4 is one that I've already read a bit. But like so the time it would usually also just keep in mind I am terrible at I am terrible at reading for other people, none like out loud. But the last option is 2 hours and 39 minutes. The one shots one, if I read all of the one shots, would be 31 minutes. The Omegaverse one is 2 hours, and then the first one is 31 minutes. Um so yeah. Well, well, oh, one. Okay. So, number 1, um, so like I get so I'm stalling. I'm trying to Okay, so we got 1. So, this one has 15 parts. So, this one's called The Birthday. Um, the point of view is from somebody's. They don't really know. So, yeah, we'll just assume whatever. This is angled really weirdly. Anyways, today is our just keep bear with me here, okay? Bear with me. I am not that good at reading out loud. Anyways, today is Mr. Argos's birthday. Most of his birthdays, since he was like 4 through 6. His birthdays would normally end up hit with him being alone, but this year it would be different because this year he had a boyfriend that is currently 804. He gets ready and heads over to visit Mr. Planet, his void, time skip, 8:59 through 9:10. So today is kind of a special day. So I was wondering if I could cancel my babysitting job and look after for a pet. Well, and could look for a pet, said Argos. Mr. Plant shakes his head. Oh, well, I guess. Oh, well, we can do something then. Oh, well, can we do something tonight? Mr. Plant shrugs. Another time. Another time. Yep. 9:20 through 10:12. Bear with me here. I'm not good at reading stuff out loud. Anyways, currently Mr. Plant is at the pet store looking to a present for a certain someone. Usually, Mr. Plant doesn't interact with pets, but with pets of some sort. But today is Argos's birthday, and Mr. Plant wanted to do something special for him. Oh, thank you. You're sweet. Thank you so much. Um, Mr. Plant sees a green duck with a bad attitude and a weirdly auto-tuned voice as the cashier that's singing is that's singing an annoying song, and a briefcase standing in front of the counter. Mr. Plant decides to walk past the migraine-inducing high-pitched song about jobs. All pets were rare and expensive and hard to take care of until he saw Pet Rock. I just did that because there's exclamation points in front of Pet Rock and it's just in bold. So yeah, sorry about that. The amazing pet rock will make great friends. They're social and can be used as a defense weapon and get along with our other product. Look away, Lily. They can interact with each other by force if they don't get along. Warning: include small pieces. Don't keep around 9 to 20-year-olds. May explode from stress-inducing trauma. Mr. Plant thought this would be more his style as he walks to the cashier to pay, realizing the duck is no longer there. Instead, a pale yellow man losing hair by the hour, but somehow never going bald. Yes, rock. Beautiful rock. This is my left hand, by the way. It's at a weird angle. Anyways. Mr. Plant has now set up the rest of the surprise. The time is now 4:33. Don't ask how. Now, since Argos couldn't get his ice cream, he will be at his void in about 10 minutes. No one's POV? Question mark. Argos is now finally home, and the surprise is set up perfectly. Did you remember? You didn't have to get me anything. Oh. You did remember. You didn't have to get me anything. That's what I meant to say. Old man screech. Anyway, sorry about that. You did remember. You didn't have to get me anything. A pet rock? Thank you, Mr. Plant. Voice crack. Probably at thank you. Because there was just there was just a capital A, so that's probably where the A came from. Anyways, Argos had never had a better birthday. I don't even know what to wish for. Candle blows up. Do you want do you want the note do you want the including note down below or no? It's kind of old news, but it'd be fun to see but it might be fun depending on if you want to or not, to see the author's note. Okay, so author's note, got it. Here's the author's note now. Hey guys, gals, and all my binary pals. Of course, this is still new, so I don't expect to get many people over than the amount of 10 people to read. Maybe even less, probably even less. I'm new to writing stories, as probably very noticeable. That's why it's so short. I don't have many good ideas for writing these when I actually start writing them, so it may take me a bit to figure out some creative ideas for this series. I know, I know. I love them so much. Anyways, next part. My arm is shaped weird. Meh. Anyways, here's the next part. Valentine's Day with Mr. Plant and Argos. One of the days this year, Valentine. Was this about my arm being shaped weird or about going to the next part? The part's titled Valentine's Day with Mr. Plant and Argos. Anyways. Of all the days this year, Valentine's Day is Mr. Plant's least favorite, and for once, television/telly made everything worse. Soft voice. Well, I need to do a soft voice. Just need a gift for Valentine's Day? At the heart shop, we have a variety of gifts perfect for your true love, said the annoying hearthead. Mr. Plant went on a walk to clear his head, but the commercial seemed to follow him. Unfortunately, Mr. Plant ended up at the last place he wanted to be. Hello, welcome to the Heart Shop. Are you having a good Valentine's Day? Mr. Plant shakes his head and decides to do something similar to decides to do something similar to the Hearthead as he did to the Moon Man. That'll probably be in another part. The commercial was annoying and made him have a migraine, so he decided to put an end to it. A minute after coming to a conclusion, Mr. Plant grabbed a Cupid's arrow that was currently on display and starts trying to gouge his eyes out with it as the heart tries to resist but fails. Mr. Plant was successful. After he gouges his eyes out with the sharp arrow, he breaks his short neck and rips his head off. A job well done. Anyways, story shifts to Argos's point of view. Unlike Mr. Plant, Argos loved Valentine's Day. Argos had made cookies and had brought in flowers, but on the way to Mr. Plant's house he saw a kid. He had blue hair and green eyes. Never mind that. Never mind that. They continued to Mr. Plant's house. That's to mimic the knocking noise. Okay, I'm sorry, I can't do the door opening noise though. Anyways, just knocking. Mr. Plant I'm just gonna do the door opens. Argos then looks up to see Mr. Flower, who had broken into the void a few minutes before. Mr. Flower? Said Argos. What are you doing here? I could ask you the same thing. You're the one who just barged in. Oh. What? I don't know. I can't speak creepily. I can't speak to go and this is fucking ridiculous. My screen that bright? I underestimate the character. Not the character. The camera. There's a bunch of spaces. Okay? Between letters. I'm sorry, but I'm not good at reading that. I'm just gonna read it normally. I'm sorry. Anyways. Oh, well, I was gonna drop something off, Argo said politely, even though he was very annoyed that Mr. Flower was there. I don't like you very much, said Mr. Flower annoyingly. Oh, well, I'll be going now, Argo said, visibly annoying. Door slams shut. Argos returned home. What a terrible Valentine's Day. Mr. Plant, Valentine's Day. Mr. Plant, you're here. I went to look for you at your void. Mr. Plant gives heart. Oh, you got me a Valentine. Does that mean we're more than friends? Shrugs. Okay. I gotta put this somewhere safe. For safekeeping. And I'll be right back. Mr. Plant hated Valentine's Day, but sometimes you have to put aside your feelings for the people you care about. Later that day, TV. The TV. Mr. Flower found headless in field. We have no new leads who've done it. Happy Valentine's Day, Mr. Plant. Plus, this way he got to kill two birds with one stone. The end. And now there's an author's note. Oh, I'm on Wattpad. Anyways, do you want the author's note? Okay. Not of this series. Well, the end. Oh wait, no, it says the end. Not of this series though. It's only been a day since the last time I posted, and I'm re-watching the Mr. Plant series, so I've been waiting. So I've been wanting to put out another part. Also, Mr. Plant found Mr. Flower in his void after what Flower had said to Argos. Then Mr. Plant killed Mr. Flower. Wow, a lot of misters. Bye bye. And then the word count is 559 words. The end. Oh, I like how they have a picture of Look Away Lily. I'm gonna take the tiniest drink of something. Anyways, the funeral, but instead it's fun. Earl. The fun Earl. Today is a special day. It's Mr. Flower's funeral. It's being hosted by a coffin. By a coffin? I'm gonna turn the brightness down because y'all need to see this, bitch. This is the coffin. Oh, and the coffin's saying, "Yeah, I bet you do." Anyways, fan art by Colin the Computer 482 on Tumblr. Probably. I haven't watched that much of Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. But the fan art is by Colin the Computer by 482 on Tumblr. Sorry I repeated it, but I found that it was probably useful too. Anyways, the perspective from Mr. Plant. So, or from, Mr. Plant used to be good friends with Mr. Flower, but since he had to slaughter, unalive, Mr. Flower, there weren't, they weren't There weren't too good of friends in Mr. Flower's last moments, but Mr. Plant is still going to kill Mr. is still not still going to kill, still going to Mr. Flower's funeral because why not? It might look suspicious if he doesn't go, but he didn't care about looking suspicious since they were nice friends. This time the time is currently 8:23. The funeral starts at 2, so he had hours to spare. He would probably start getting ready at 12 or 1. Anyways, Argos's point of view. Argos is surprised at first at Mr. Flower's sudden death. After seeing him a few days ago, nonetheless Argos was happy about Mr. Well, not ha- nonetheless Argos was happy about Mr. Flower's death. It was just underlined. That's why I said like happy, like is bolded. Anyways, where was I again? Oh yeah, happy about Mr. Flower's death. He would feel bad about most deaths, like his great-grandfather and others, but Mr. Flower in particular, he just didn't mind it. Argos is currently at the void at their void. Argos and Mr. Plant are planning to go to the funeral together because since Mr. Plant doesn't have a void driver's license and Argos does, they're planning to go there at 1:30. Time skip. 8:32 through 12:25. Hang on a second, I have to go get a charger. Conveniently right there. Mr. Plant is currently getting ready for the funeral. He puts on a suit and is ready, I guess. With the eye boy. Argos is nervous about what to wear. Not because of the funeral, but because he'll be with Mr. Plant for 26 minutes. He's been trying to find out what would be best for the occasion and what he'll look better in. Argos is constantly also feeling guilty because they think that Mr. Plant is sad about Mr. Flower's death, because they think that Mr. Plant is sad about Mr. Flower's death, trying to think too much about it. It just changes to his POV again? Whatever. Wait, I finally found it. The best outfit to wear to the funeral. Wait, it's 12:27. I need to leave now or we'll be late. Argos is now trying to speed walking to his neighbor. I mean, Mr. Plant's void. Let's turn this down so you can see what the Mr. Plant's wearing and what the Argos is wearing. So, what Mr. Plant's wearing, and then this is what Argos is wearing. Not as like good of an image as the one this Plant had. So his image is large. Also, I don't know what to make him wear. Yeah, I think we can kind of tell by the image, but whatever. There probably weren't. It's kind of hard to tell what Argos would wear to a funeral, especially to someone who he hates. So it makes sense. You don't want to just show up in your everyday clothes. if you're allowed to be an everyday character, just an everyday wear the same outfit. I'm sadly not allowed to, and that's poopy. Anyways, somebody's point of view, I don't know. Also, time skip shit to 12:28 through 1:30 at the funeral in his soothing weird voice. Now, would the best friend like to say remarks? Also, I don't know how a funeral works. Silence. Anyone? I will, said the dandelion head who had an annoyingly high voice. Wait, I should re-say that. I will, said the dandelion who had an annoyingly high voice. Ahem. Mr. Flower was a nice and social flower. Mr. Flower was a nice and social flower. He used to be a tulip, to be exact. And his sister. Wait, I said best friend. His sister. Wait, I said best friend, said Mr. Coffin. Well, you see, Mr. Flower didn't have many friends. Nonsense. Someone in this room had to be his friend. Argos looks at Mr. Plant. Do you want to give a speech? Wait, do you want to give a speech? Whispered Argos. Mr. Plant shakes his head. Ah, yes. You must be his best friend, said Coffin. Wouldn't you like to... Suddenly, Mr. Coffin's eyes go to the back of his head. Ahem, I was saying, as it happens again and again. Repeatedly, a shovel crashes through his face as he falls to the ground and opens to see a duck skeleton weirdly looking at him in the cash register. Later that day, Coffin and Mr. Flower get buried in separate graves. The end. Why the f would they get buried in the same grave? The end. Happy ending. Word count 601. Oh, I like how someone commented, damn, Mr. Plant slay. Yeah, the register. Remember? Ah, I should have looked at the comments. I swear to God, I read this before. I just never read the comments, but it was a crossover. Oh, very fucking obvious it was a crossover now. I'm stupid sometimes. Plus, I don't think I got this far. Um, gonna read the little beginning author's note because, well, yeah. Yes, no ideas. Me grounded to go die. Me grounded to go die at 5 a.m. Now bye bye. JK. Anyways. Can I add screenshots? What the flip? Whatever. Anyways, the author doesn't know whose POV it is, apparently. Just, I don't know POV. And the aftermath of Mr. Flowers' fun people are having a party. Well, having an after party? Even though Mr. Flower was quite peaceful, he had quite a lot of rivals saying about his past. But nonetheless, it's an after party to celebrate Mr. Flower's passing. So of course Argos is in. It's currently 1:50. The party starts at 2:34. I love the fucking after party. Yo, when I die, I just want people, like, when I die, somebody, I will make somebody throw a rave in my honor. I don't care. I want there to be a rave after my funeral, or I want my funeral to be a rave. That's a little off topic, but hey, I don't fucking care if you hate me. Throw a rave. Doesn't even have to be in my honor. Oh, well, bye-bye. After I'm done with this episode, um, after this episode, I'm just gonna end the live here because it's gonna get a little bit long. So I will do a part 2. Also 42 head. Blipper. Anyways, so Argus is getting ready for the party. He doesn't go to many. He is not in years expected his birthday party mostly because he doesn't like being social. They're social. They're socially awkward, and they know it. But since the party is to dishonor Mr. Flower, this is a special occasion. Yes, for this special occasion, yes. The only, the only person he, the only person he knows won't be there. Oh, they, yeah, the only person he knows won't be there is Mr. Plant. He doesn't want him to know there's even a party for it. Nonetheless, going to it. So Argos is getting ready to leave. His boy is getting ready to leave his boy. It's currently 2:10. It'll take him 24 minutes to get there. Argos is the kind of person to be late, even if it's pointless. He was 10 minutes early to Mr. Flower's funeral, though if Mr. Plant wasn't going, he wouldn't bother to even he wouldn't even he wouldn't bother to even decline or make up an excuse not to go. Time skip 2:10 through 10:40. At the party, which is in the afternoon, weird people want to drink. Weird when people want to drink. Um, he's pretty bored. He doesn't know anymore. Since 1 to 2 people at the party who were drunk and not good to hang out with at the time. Argus is pretty bored in the corner. He had of his eye. He had seen petals. Wait, was that the daisy-headed sister from the funeral? Funeral? Yes, the author's gonna keep calling it that. Obviously. Um, what would Mr. what would Mr. Plant's flower? What would Mr. Flower's sister be doing at a party celebrating his death? Argos makes sure to keep his distance from everyone. It was a big party. Apparently, Mr. Flower had over 90 rivals or people he disliked. Wow, Mr. Flower was always so polite around other people and social. He knew he would have this. Who knew he would have this many rivals and people who really disliked him? I don't even know if Mr. Flower is even his real name. Is I don't even I don't even know if Mr. Flower is his real name. Is Mr. Flower Bino? What? What is that? Again, why is she so much tall? Why is she taller? So much taller, like she's sitting on someone's shoulder. Daisy is and always will be 4'3". Never mind. I'll just ignore it for now. Later, 2:58, and Argus is mine. I should probably leave soon. It's getting way too crowded. Suddenly, Argus feels a tap on his shoulder. Still in his mind. Wait, I don't know anyone here. Maybe I should hit them with a random green crock I found. Argus looks behind him to see Mr. Plant. I, hi, Mr. Plant. What are you doing here? Help me, Argus thinks to himself. Oh, what am I doing here? People are daring each other to chug alcoholic drinks. Since when? Mr. Flower points to a group of 3 people saying crisscross applesauce with a crowd of people around them. Well, I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna stick around much longer. I hope they won't have too much of a hangover tomorrow. I leave off. Argo says, more comfortable with his surroundings. Mr. Plant grabs Argos by the hand and starts speed walking to the exit. So what are you doing here, Mr. Plant? Argos says while walking out. Mr. Plant shrugs. Well, do you want me to drive you back to your void? Mr. Plant points to himself. Your void? Mr. Plant nods. A while later, they drove to Mr. Plant's void and watched TV for 20 to 30 minutes. It's 5:30. It's 5:30 at that time. After a long day of hearing constant laughter, yelling, and more, Argos takes a long overdue nap on Mr. Plant's shoulder. The end. Anyways, going to the author's note now. Sorry I haven't posted in a few days. I'm grounded and I couldn't get I'm grounded and I can't get on. That's the end of the stream. Next stream is I'll read it. I'll read the next part, hopefully. Bye bye.